Warm greetings to everybody from Assam. First of all, I would like to thank Ministry for giving us this opportunity of presenting some success stories from Assam. And I'll not waste so much of your time. This is like walking a tightrope. Presenting in the last session, you have to do justice to the entire content. At the same time, you also keep note of the time, ticking clock. So I'll continue. Without setting much context, I'll straight away go to the stories that we want to present, ma'am. Objective, most of us know about the movement, SHG movement's objective, so I would not waste any time on that. Slightly,
so basically, you are a showstopper. So your presentation has to be like a showstopper who is actually, concluding this entire day on a very happy note and on a celebrity note, doing justice to your name of Sabyasachee also.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words, ma'am. We'll try to do justice to the tag of the showstopper that you have given us. SHG movement, as you all know, has started with the normal home-based enterprises like savings and microcredit, food processing, handloom and handicraft, gems and jewelry, etc. But over the last 10-15 years, with the institutionalization of the SHG movement, it has graduated to the next level as the support partner role. And SHGs now act as implementation partners of ULB and government agencies. They are involved in public service delivery, water billing, waste collection, property tax collection, etc. And they are also work as a linkage between citizen and urban institutions and partners in revenue augmentation and urban agencies. With regard to Assam, I would like to just highlight that the stories are basically of two IECs. One is inclusion, empowerment and convergence, and the second IEC being the identity, entitlement and confidence. This is not the conventional IEC that we think about. This is about inclusion, empowerment and convergence, as well as identity, entitlement and confidence. So I would, this convergence approach that we have been talking about all throughout the afternoon has been exemplified by 3 initiatives that have been undertaken in Assam through the ecosystem of the SHG. That is, one is the Jalsakhi. We'll be talking a little bit in detail about the Jalsakhi initiative. At the same time, Porasakhis. There are 2 parts of the Porasakhi initiative. And at the same time, I also have with me my colleague and my batchmate Samprity Goswami, who shall be presenting on the AMRUT initiative. And we'll try to show glimpse of the initiatives that have been taken under these initiatives. So, Jalsakhi initiative is an initiative undertaken by Guwahati Jal Board. Guwahati Jal Board is the first public entity which is professionally dealing with the business of water supply in Assam. So there were issues with regard to mobilization, with regard to application, with regard to grievance redressal when it started out. So in September 22, there was an MOU signed between the NULM Assam and Guwahati Jal Board with the objective of supporting information flow and grievance redressal, working as bridge between the citizens and the Guwahati Jal Board, and provide sustainable livelihood opportunities to SHG women. Roles of Jalsakhi, if we can just categorize it into certain categories, will be public awareness and IEC. Because it's a new initiative, the Guwahati Jal Board being a new institution, people hardly had any idea how to go about applying for water connections, how to know about whether the water connections are available in their locality, how to basically lodge a complaint, etc. So they generated public awareness, and this IEC activities were carried out through these Jalsakhis. Mobilization of house service connection. Initially, as we all know, Assam actually is not a water deficient state. Assam is a water surplus state. So it is very difficult to basically get people to apply for house service connection, to make them understand the importance of having clean, portable drinking water. So the responsibility of the Jalsakhis were to go to the doorsteps of the citizens and make them understand why they should take a house service connection of Guwahati Jal Board. So they helped in mobilizing house service connection. They were also responsible for meter reading, billing and collection through POS machines. Collect water sample, basic water quality testing was also done by them, and they worked as an effective communication and quick grievance redressal. There was a complete training module developed for the SHGs so that they can perform their duties as mandated. And they were trained in communication skill, they were trained on the modules of application registration, they were trained on the modules of meter reading process, grievance redressal, payment collection through POS, water sample collection, etc. And I will not go into the details of these training modules because all of us are almost aware of what exactly are being done. Now, the initiative as of now stands with these statistics. There are 105 women SHG members deployed at Jalsakhis, working across 93 district metering areas. Now, total metered connection till date is 27,677. Total households is 45,000. I would just highlight the last point, that the earnings that the Jalsakhis get from the performing the duty at Jalsakhis, they of the last 6 months statistics shows that each Jalsakhi is earning more or less 20,000 rupees per month, which is quite good when you look into the aspect of Assam. Now, impact, I just want to highlight that they are getting recognition in the community, gained exposure to water infrastructure and digital tools. I believe my colleague Samprity will be highlighting more on this. Strengthened connection between citizens and Jal Board, reported leakages and grievances enabling faster redressal, and strengthened women's participation in urban service delivery. So this is the Jalsakhi initiative in a nutshell. We had many things to talk since I also happen to be the OSD of the Guwahati Jal Board. There are many stories that I can share, but since we do not have much time to talk much about this, I will go on to the next initiative. That is, this is Paurasakhi, is the case study of door-to-door collection. As we are talking about convergence, NULM as a mission in Nagaon is also converging with the Swachh Bharat Abhijan mission, urban, and Nagaon is the first ULB in Assam to have 100% door-to-door collection, and that has been possible only because of the convergence that has been done with the help of SHG members from the ULM. This was started in the year 2020, 22 SHGs are engaged, and they were given, the SHG members were given, provided 2 tricycles each SHG for door-to-door garbage collection and 1 4-wheeler in each ward. And UNDP also supported our task, as talking again about convergence. 10 e-vehicles were provided to the SHGs. Now, since we are not having much time, I will not go into the details of the objective, because promote solid waste management and enhance community participation, develop sustainable community-driven waste management model is the normal thing that we all are aware of. But Assam being one of the most, what do I say, the egalitarian societies in terms of the social milieu, the most difficult task has been to get them out of the mental setup that is associated, or the social stigma that is associated with solid waste management. The self-help group members have been engaged in this activity for the last 5 years, but to bring them to do this kind of works, which is generally considered not for the normal people, normal high caste or upper caste people in the general social cultural context, has been really difficult. But currently, as I have already told, the Nagaon being the only ULB in Assam to have 100% door-to-door collection. So this has been possible only because of the this breaking the barriers of caste, class, and gender, etc. So this is one example which has also showed us the enhanced dignity of labor and social acceptance. And for the part of livelihood, this total 10% out of the total collection, 10% of the total collection is shared with the municipal board, and 90% is retained by the SHGs as their income, and expenses, fuel, driver, etc. deducted from the total. Now, this has improved urban cleanliness and hygiene, increased awareness on waste segregation at source, reduced open dumping and vector-borne diseases. 7.32 crores collected since inceptions, average 12 lakh per month. So the collection has not been like staggering, but these are substantial amount in the context of the entire setting. The regular monthly income for each of the SHG members ranged from 5,000 to 12,000 per SHG member. and waste segregation and sale of recyclables create additional income, and the garbage vulnerable points that has now been turned into gardens and parks, which are now being maintained by the self-help group members. Yeah, just two more minutes, I'll just wrap it up. 2 more minutes, I'll wrap it up. And then, yes, financial independence and empowerment of urban women is like an understatement here. And women have become ambassadors of Swachh Bharat mission in their communities. So now it brings me to the last initiative from my side. And this is like the take on the convergence approach that is being implemented in the Guwahati Municipal Corporation. Guwahati has had a very bad history of property tax collection. People were, the enforcement drives that were carried out did not yield any results. And the administration of the Guwahati Municipal Corporation then had to decide as to engage the frontline workers or the self-help group members to work as the Sakhis. And accordingly, they were trained. And in the year 2023, 109 women SHGs under NULM have been engaged to support revenue mobilization. The SHG members are trained on the app, basic accounting and record maintenance, and also they have been training on basic soft skills to talk to the people, to get that property tax enhanced. They basically had to convince the people to pay their property tax. How to pay it, basically not many people are like smartphone friendly, since it's an app, so they had to go to the doorsteps of people and make them make the payments themselves. So this has actually changed the entire game, and not only it has enhanced that collection of property tax, but it has also empowered women SHG with digital and financial skills and strengthening community participation in the local governance. So I have already talked about like assisting citizens in downloading the using pro. I am not going to repeat it. And they are supposed to maintain daily record. Record keeping is an important component of the entire initiative. They have been taught how to keep records of the tax collected and what are the deductions that are to be made from the collections that have been done by them. So they have also been trained on record keeping and accounting, which is basically normally thought of as an alien thing to a common woman who belongs to the lower strata of the society. And now Sabyasachee has impacted largely in terms of increase in property tax collection percentage, improved citizen satisfaction due to doorstep services, digital and financial empowerment of women SHG members, regular source of income for SHG members to service collection. In the last 2.5 years, the collection is very good. It is around 4.4 CR. Income is, the rate of income is like at the rate of 200 per household. SHG members earn 5,000 to 20,000 monthly. It ranges from enhanced visibility and recognition of women in community service, improved civic responsibility and tax-paying culture among residents, and Sabyasachee act as community ambassadors for urban governance. So with this, I come to the end of the 3 initiatives that I was supposed to present, and I would now request my colleague Samprity to come upon. In the meanwhile, the video that has been prepared is being presented. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think there are a lot of ideas that how we can leverage SSGs for various aspects of municipal service delivery is something we wanted to highlight with this presentation.
Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity, and thank you, Sabyasachee. What better example of a convergence can be when 2 of the state mission directors of NULM and AMRUT are giving a joint presentation, ma'am. So I'll quickly start with a video. I'll not take much of the time, ma'am. So this video is mostly about the AMRUT Mitras. You will see 3 things here in this video. First, awareness generation, then digital payment. People's satisfaction about drinking what they're getting.
এই কামটো কৰি আমি বহুত আনন্দিত হৈছো তাৰ লগতে স্বাৱলম্বী হৈছো সেই কাৰণে চৰকাৰক বহুত বহুত ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছো
the success of AMRUT schemes, of course. Okay, I will not talk mostly about this, but however, I will quickly want to say that under AMRUT Mitra Initiative Phase 1, we have involved 101 SSGs for 18 projects, which were mostly about awareness generation, getting more and more house service connections, and supervision of parks, as well as O&M of the water bodies. So as my colleague has mostly spoken about the impacts and the initiatives of these initiatives of the Pora Sakhis and Jal Sakhis, AMRUT Mitra is mostly about the same things. However, the little different thing that I have found in AMRUT Mitra initiative from the Jal Sakhi is what? That being a woman, when I took charge of the state mission director as AMRUT, I'm a non-technical person. I'm a person with a non-technical background. So I was not very confident about taking over a very technical scheme, that project that requires a lot of technical know-how. Same thing happens with any kind of women, because we, being women, are not taught very much about the financial management and the technical management, barring those who go for engineering studies, and I'm talking about the generalized studies, because whenever there is a problem in the electrical switch of our household, I ask my brother or my father to fix it. If I am hungry, I ask my mother or the sister to give me food. So that is the general thing that happens. So when we started involving women for those technical things to create household to generate awareness about house service connection, to report leakages, and to go for digital payment solutions, we had that challenge, the challenge of bringing them out of the closet. Because they were, till then, the SSGs were mostly about making delicacies and weaving and making crafts and everything. So bringing them into a broader technical perspective was initially a challenge for us. However, with the help of NULM, we could identify certain SSGs who were more interested and who became very confident after this initiative, and who could actually relate to people more and who could help us in creating more and more house service connections. I will show you a graph how involvement of SSGs, this is also about livelihood creation, but it is more about sustainability of the development projects, how involvement of SSGs has helped AMRUT to increase the house service connections. If you can see this graph, then I'll show you. We have 3 AMRUT cities in the under AMRUT 1 project. So before involvement of SSGs, in Silchar water supply project, we had only 2,800 house service connection, which became 11,616 after involvement of SSGs. Similarly, in Nagaon, it became, from 4123, it became 11,600. In Dibrugarh, from 1,800, it became 9,037. And today, we have successfully handed over all 3 schemes to the concerned municipal boards just because of the involvement of these AMRUT Mitras. And I will not go much about AMRUT Mitra initiative in water supply sector, since my colleague has spoken extensively about this. Regarding the taking care of parks, monitoring of parks, there is an interesting story that I would like to share. We have 12 parks that has been built up by AMRUT Phase 1, which are being taken care of by different AMRUT Mitras. Here, all the AMRUT Mitras are doing extensively for public involvement, creating different kind of programs like socializing with people, bringing children to parks, educating them, having cultural programs and everything. There is a very interesting story where we have a Jurpukhuri Park, which used to be a turtle breeding center, but it somehow stopped after a particular point of time. But these AMRUT Mitras, they built a sand dune in the park area for nesting of the turtles. And ma'am, this year we have been informed that the successful breeding has happened of the turtles, and that is also an AMRUT Mitra initiative. Now I'll go to the next chapter of AMRUT Mitra, which is Ek Peड़ Maa Ke Naam. So we women are generally very emotional. I'm not saying men are not emotional, but women are a little bit more emotional, I believe. So when we say it's plantation, it also comes with your mother's name. We become more emotionally attached to trees. And this Ek Peड़ Maa Ke Naam initiative has a very unique feature. Apart from a plantation initiative, this is the only project, I believe, which comes with an operation and maintenance period. So every plantation drive that has been initiated under AMRUT Mitra next chapter Ek Peड़ Maa Ke Naam initiative has been accompanied by a 6 months O&M period. So what we have done is that we have so far planted 1,605 trees in the name of SSG members, mothers of the SSG members, which they have gladly done, and they are doing the operation maintenance of those project because as if they are taking care of their mothers. Many of the SSG members have shared their stories with me when they told me that, ma'am, we have lost our mother. This is another way of keeping our mother alive. We feel as if we are taking care of the mother, and we believe very, very accountable to the trees. Apart from earning livelihood, this is something they are getting very, very emotionally attached to. And this is a very unique initiative that maybe we have started. We have given a unique scanner code to every tree that has been planted by the AMRUT Mitras in the Ek Peड़ Maa Ke Naam initiative. So we have had an MOU with one of the Sumeto Global Tech Private Limited, one of the agencies, and we have given a unique scanner code to all the trees. So whenever we scan that particular code, a particular leaflet comes out, particular show comes out where it shares details about the trees. It includes the name of the SSG, the name of the person who planted the tree, the name of the mother in whose name the tree was planted, and also it includes details about the tree. So this is all not only emotional, it is also another part of the story that during this summer vacation, many of the children used this project as learning projects because nearby school, children from the nearby schools were brought to those plantation areas. They scanned their codes and they started learning learning about the trees more. So this was more about bridging the gap, involvement of people, and getting closer to the public as we always desire. So ma'am, I would not take much time. I would like to say that apart from livelihood creation under AMRUT, in the AMRUT Mitra initiative, we are being benefited more by the involvement of SSGs, but for creating a sustainable development project, and parallelly, we are creating a generation of confident women. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.